What if I told you that in just 1 month, October 2025, over 31,000 people lost their jobs, and every single one of those cuts was blamed on artificial intelligence? Not over a year, not over 6 months, 1 month. 31,000 jobs gone. And that's just the ones companies admitted to. The real number is much higher because most companies don't say we replaced you with AI. They say restructuring. They say efficiency improvements. They say we are not backfilling positions. Today, I'm going to show you the 3 specific jobs AI is replacing first, backed by the data from the World Economic Forums, the Bureau of Labor Statistics, and real company announcements with real numbers. If your job is on this list, I'm going to tell you exactly what to do because the window to get ahead of this is closing fast. Everything that I'm about to share comes from published research, verified company disclosures, and workforce studies. This is educational career guidance based on data, and it is not fear-mongering and not promises. The job market is complex. Results vary based on your situation, and no one can predict exactly how AI will reshape every role. What I can do is show you what the data says right now. I've spent weeks digging through every credible source that I could find on this topic. The World Economic Forum's Future of Jobs Report, Challenger, Gray, and Christmas employment tracking data, academic research from MIT, Brookings, and the Complexity Science Hub, real company earnings calls where CEOs told investors exactly how many people they replaced with AI. And what I found is disturbing, but not in the way that most people think. The internet is full of 2 types of people right now. People screaming that AI is going to eliminate every job tomorrow, and people saying AI is overhyped and nothing will change. They are both wrong. The truth is somewhere in the middle, and it's more specific than either side wants to admit. AI isn't coming for all jobs. It's coming for certain types of work. And if you understand which types, you can get out of the way before the wave hits. Let me tell you about Nazarene. Nazarene worked as a customer service representative for a major tech company. She'd been there for 4 years. Good performance reviews, knew the product inside and out. Customers liked her. One morning, she comes into work and finds out her entire team is being restructured. The company had deployed an AI chatbot that can handle 50% of all customer interactions without a human touching them. Her team went from 9,000 people to 5,000. Nazarene was one of the 4,000 who got cut. Now, let me tell you about Teo. Teo was a freelance writer. He built a decent business writing website content, about us pages, blog posts, product descriptions, not glamorous work, but it paid the bills. Then ChatGPT launched. Within a year, the number of freelance about us writing jobs on the platforms he'd use dropped by 50%. Not a slow decline. Half the work disappeared in months. His income dropped, his clients stopped calling, and he's now competing against people who charge almost nothing because they are using AI to write the first draft. And then there's Preeti. Preeti was a data entry specialist at an insurance company. Her job was taking information from forms and entering it into the company's system. She was fast, accurate, and reliable. Her company rolled out an AI document processing tool that could read forms, extract data, and enter it automatically, faster, and with fewer errors. Preeti's position wasn't eliminated overnight. It just wasn't refilled when she left, and neither were the other positions on her team. 3 different people, 3 different industries, same story. Their jobs didn't disappear in some dramatic announcement. The work just quietly shifted to machines. Here's what nobody is telling you about AI job displacement. It is not happening the way you think. It's not massive layoff announcements on the news every week. It's happening quietly through 3 invisible mechanisms. Hiring freezes, companies stop posting new openings for roles AI can handle. No backfills. Someone quits or retires, and the company just doesn't replace them. Contractor churn. Companies let freelancers and temporary workers go first because there's no severance, no headlines, and no drama. That's why the real numbers are so much bigger than what gets reported. The World Economic Forum projects 92 million jobs displaced globally by 2030. Not created, displaced. And the 3 rows that I'm about to show you are at the front of that line. Row number 1, and this is the one with the most evidence behind it: customer support representatives and call center agents. Let me explain why this row is disappearing faster than almost any other white-collar job in America. Customer support is one of the easiest types of work for AI to handle, and here's why. The work is mostly text-based: emails, chat messages, support tickets. The quality is measurable. How fast did you solve the problem? How happy was the customer? And most customer questions are repetitive. The same 20 or 30 issues come up over and over. AI chatbots and AI agents can now handle a huge chunk of those repetitive questions without any human involvement. And they do it instantly, around the clock, without breaks, without sick days, and without salaries. Now let me give you the real numbers, because this isn't theory. This is already happening. Salesforce, the company's CEO, publicly announced they cut 4,000 customer support positions after deploying their AI agent system called Agentforce. Their support team went from 9,000 people to roughly 5,000. AI was handling about 50% of all customer interactions. Klarna, the buy now, pay later company, they stated publicly that their AI assistant was doing the work equivalent of 700 full-time customer service agents. 700 people's worth of work handled by software. Industry forecasts suggest AI could handle up to 80% of common customer service issues by 2029. That doesn't mean 80% of support workers lose their jobs, because complex problems still need humans. But the routine work, the basic questions, the simple troubleshooting, that's being automated right now. The workers who survived this transition are moving into 4 areas: escalation specialists, handling the complex problems that AI can't solve; customer success and relationship roles, proactive work that builds loyalty, not reactive ticket clearing; quality assurance and knowledge management, making sure the AI gives correct answers; in a brand new category: AI supervisors, people who monitor what the AI is doing, catch its mistakes, and improve its responses. The job isn't completely disappearing, it is transforming. But the old version, sitting in a call center, answering the same 10 questions all day, that version is going away, and fast. Role number 2, data entry clerks and administrative assistants. This is the category the World Economic Forum calls the largest absolute decline in their entire jobs forecast. Let me say that again. Out of every job category they studied across the entire global economy, clerical and secretarial work is projected to shrink the most. And data entry clerks specifically are listed as the number 1 fastest declining job, with a projected decline of 40%. Here's why this is happening. Clerical work is squeezed from 2 directions at the same time. Direction 1, AI can now turn messy, unstructured information into clean, organized data. You scan in handwritten form, AI reads it, extracts the information, and enters it into your system. No human needed. Direction 2, workflow automation tools are eliminating the copy and paste work entirely. Software talks to software. Data flows from one system to another without anyone sitting in the middle, moving it by hand. And here's the data point that should concern anyone in an entry-level office job. According to research from Revelo Labs, jobs postings for roles that are highly exposed to AI, especially entry-level roles, have dropped more than 40% since January 2023. That's not a gradual decline. That is a cliff. That means the career ladder is being cut off at the bottom. Companies aren't just eliminating existing clerical jobs, they're not creating new ones. The entry ramp into office work is disappearing. Now here's the key, and this is important. Clerical skills don't become worthless just because the old job title goes away. The people who are successfully navigating this transition are pivoting into roles where their organizational skills still matter. but paired with new tools. Operations coordinator becomes automation coordinator. You manage workflows instead of doing them manually. Administrative assistant becomes executive operations specialist. You use AI tools to handle scheduling, correspondence, and project management at a higher level. Data entry specialist becomes data quality analyst or data governance specialist. You make sure that data going into the AI systems is clean and accurate, because if you put garbage data in AI, you get garbage results. The work isn't disappearing. The manual version of the work is disappearing, and there's a big difference. Role number 3, junior content writers and translators, especially freelancers. This one might be the most visible example of AI displacement, because writing and translation are literally what large language models produce. It's the core function. You type a prompt and the AI writes content. That's what it does. And the numbers are stark. Academic researchers at Complexity Science Hub analyzed freelance marketplace data and found that after major AI tools launched, About Us page writing jobs, the kind of basic website copy that thousands of freelancers depend on, dropped by 50%. Western language translation jobs dropped by 50%. Other language translation jobs dropped by 20%. Brookings Institution research found that freelancers in AI exposed categories saw about 5% drop in earnings and a measurable decline in new contracts. That might sound small, but 5% across an entire category of workers is massive, and it's just the beginning. Here's what's really happening. Companies used to hire freelance writers to produce blog posts, product descriptions, email sequences, social media content, and basic website copy. Now they type a prompt in ChatGPT, get a draft in 30 seconds, and have one editor clean it up instead of hiring 5 writers to create it. The math is simple. One editor plus AI replaces multiple writers for routine content. But, and this is a critical but, this role is transforming more than it is disappearing. Here's what AI cannot do well in content creation. AI cannot capture a real person's voice and personality authentically. It can't conduct original interviews and put out the one quote that makes a story memorable. It can't understand your specific brand in a way that a human who's been working with you for years can. And it can't do original reporting, going out, talking to people, finding information that doesn't already exist on the internet. So the writers who are surviving and even thriving right now are moving into these areas. Content strategists, deciding what to write and why, not just producing words. Brand voice specialists, making sure everything sounds like the company, not like a robot. Editors and AI quality controllers, taking AI drafts and making them actually good. Original reporters and interviewers, creating content that requires going out into the real world. And thought leadership writers, creating ideas and perspectives that AI literally cannot generate because they don't exist yet. If your entire job is producing generic content that follows a template, blog posts, product descriptions, basic translations, the clock is ticking. But if your job involves original thinking, real relationships, and strategic decisions about content, you are actually more valuable now because the routine work is off your plate. One more thing before we talk about what to do. This is happening faster than any previous technology disruption, and I can prove it. In 2024, about 12,700 U.S. job cuts were explicitly blamed on AI. In 2025, that number jumped to over 48,000. With 31,000 coming in a single month. Entry-level job postings in AI-exposed roles dropped over 40% in less than 2 years. Freelance writing categories lost half their volume in months, not years. This isn't a slow transition like previous technology waves. The tools are available, they are cheap, and companies are deploying them now. Now, before you panic, let me tell you what's not disappearing. The World Economic Forum's same report that projects 92 million displaced jobs, it also projects 170 million new jobs created. That's a net gain of 78 million jobs. In the safest categories, all share one thing in common. They require physical presence, human trust, or complex judgment that AI can't replicate. Nursing and healthcare professionals, you can't have an AI change a bandage or comfort a patient at 3 in the morning. Skilled trades, electricians, plumbers, construction workers, AI can't fix your plumbing through a screen. Delivery and logistics workers, someone still has to physically move the packages. Educational professionals, real teaching requires reading a room full of humans and adapting in real time. And here's the historical lesson everyone forgets. When ATMs were invented, people predicted bank tellers would disappear. Instead, the number of bank tellers actually grew because ATMs handled the routine transactions and tellers shifted to relationship building and sales. The same pattern is playing out now. Tasks disappear, but jobs often transform rather than vanish completely if you're willing to evolve with them. So what do you actually do if your job is on this list or close to it? The World Economic Forum says that if the global workforce were 100 people, 59 of them will need new training by 2030, but 11 of those 59 probably won't get it, putting them at serious risk. Don't be one of those 11. Skill number 1, learn workflow automation. Not coding, just learning how to connect tools and reduce manual steps. If you can show an employer you saved the team 20 hours a week by automating a process, you become the person they keep instead of the person they replace. Skill number 2, build data literacy. Learn to read dashboards, understand metrics, and validate whether AI outputs are actually correct. Because here's the dirty secret about AI. It's wrong a lot, and someone needs to catch those errors. Skill number 3, develop AI supervision skills. Learn to write good prompts, evaluate AI outputs, correct mistakes, and build guardrails around AI systems. This is becoming a core job requirement across industries, not a niche specialty. Skill number 4, double down on what AI can't do. Relationship building, complex negotiation, creative problem solving in messy, ambiguous situations, physical presence, emotional intelligence. These are the skills that become more valuable as AI handles the routine stuff. Realistic timeline? If you already have domain knowledge in your field, expect 8 to 16 weeks to become employable in an adjacent, more AI-resistant role. For deeper pivots, like moving into analytics, IT support, or cybersecurity, expect 3 to 9 months of focused learning. This isn't overnight, but it's not years either. The window to get ahead of this is open right now. I just gave you the data, the disappearing roles, and the skills to protect yourself, all for free. But if you want the complete playbook, the specific companies hiring for AI resistant roles right now, the exact certifications worth getting, resume templates, and application strategies that actually work in this new market, I've built all of that inside the Heights on the Patreon. Over 100 members are already using it. Joining the Heights Patreon does not guarantee income, employment, or any specific outcome. Your results vary depending entirely on your effort, qualifications, and market conditions. This is a resource, not a promise. The link is in the description. Here's what I want to leave you with. AI is not the end of work. It's the end of certain types of work, the repetitive kind, the templated kind, the kind that follows the same steps every single time. But here's what AI will never replace: the person who can walk into a room, read the situation, build trust, and solve a problem that doesn't have a clear answer. The person who can look at AI output and say, that's wrong, and here's why. The person who combines human judgment with technological tools to do things neither humans nor machines could do alone. That person has never been more valuable than they are right now. The question isn't whether AI is replacing these jobs. It already is. The question is whether you are going to move before it's too late, or wait until the position is gone and wonder what happened. This is Antoine Wade. Keep climbing, and we'll see you in the next video.